I'm Irving. Welcome to Kato and that guy in the back seat. Dirk's Dairy delivers delightful drinks.
No chance of you reconsidering our offer.
Dirk's Dairy does deals.
That's no offer and you know it. You must think we're children.
I thought I was being very fair.
Your idea of fair and ours are miles apart. Goodbye, Dirk.
Unfortunately, Dirk's Dairy deal is declined. The mystery guys get in their car and drive away. Dirk directs the driver to depart.
Take her down!
Dirk directs the driver down. Dirk directs the driver down to do demolition.
Keep her steady!
Dirk does double demolition, then disengages. So who are they, and why did Dirk's Dairy destroy them over a declined deal? Sorry, I can't help myself. Britt Reid is going to some extra lengths to answer us.
Good afternoon. I'm Britt Reid, publisher of the Daily Sentinel and owner of this television station. Earlier today, 2 men were killed in gangland fashion on the outskirts of our city. They were connected with a vicious bootlegging racket, reminiscent of the Roaring Twenties, that has been plaguing our city. Those 2 men are gone, but others, the probable murderers, are already taking their place. They must be stopped.
And now we know what Dirk's Dairy is doing this dastardly. Okay, I'll try to stop. No guarantees, though. Dirk has been watching with his cronies, and they agree they have to do something about Reid.
So, we'll arrange an exotic end for Mr. Reid. One that will leave us free of suspicion and licensed to continue a very profitable enterprise.
It's been tried before, as recently as the last episode. He's kind of hard to kill. Later that evening, Scanlon visits Britt and asks him to back off. He has no leads at all and can't figure out where someone might be distilling so much liquor undetected. A dairy is a likely place? Especially since those guys were killed within spitting distance of a really big one. But they can't put that together, so the Green Hornet heads out to see what he can stir up. We waste over a minute of run time watching the Green Hornet and Kato yet again bring the Black Beauty from its hiding place, get into it, check the weapons, and then drive. We do this every week and absolutely nothing is happening. This repeated sequence is well over a minute in length, and the theme song and opening credits are nearly 2 minutes long. This is a 24-minute show. That is a lot of wasted time that should have been put into story development. I don't know if we're trying to build suspense or set a mood or if we just lack imagination. Whatever the case, I have no doubt that it's a big part of why the show failed. Cut to a bar that's closing up for the night.
Green Hornet!
So much for Plan B. What's Plan C? If it involves trying to take on either one of them, I don't recommend it. Under pressure, he tells the Green Hornet when and where he's to pick up his next shipment. The Green Hornet and Kato head to the pickup point at the proper time, but since they know there will be security there, they deploy the scanner to get a look at what's going on.
No wonder the police can't find out how the gang is transporting the stuff. They're using milk trucks.
You expected them to use trucks labeled bootleg liquor? Of course they'd have some kind of disguise for the vehicles. And if you get the scanner close enough to read the name on the side of the truck, you'll be able to see where it came from and call Scanlon. But that's not how the Green Hornet works. He'll follow the truck to Dirk's Dairy, where he'll discern Dirk's dastardly deeds to cause their discontinuation and demise. I told you, no guarantees. They follow the truck to Dirk's place, and the Green Hornet puts it all together. The place is loaded with electronic surveillance, so they can't go in right now. But just then, Miss Case calls.
Mr. Reid, a call just came in, anonymous.
What about?
The voice said for the Sentinel to kill the bootleg story, bury the expose, or else.
Or else what?
Or else Mike. They have Mike Axford.
And I'm sure they'll release him if Britt complies with their demands. Dirk, first name Henry we find out, calls a meeting of this group. The Green Hornet is on his way to meet with them. They have to decide how to deal with him.
The lights!
Be calm, gentlemen. No need for panic.
Nice touch. With that little stunt, he's already got him intimidated. He says, you have a new partner, me. All I want is 5% of the gross profit every week. That's not much to ask. What can he offer in return?
You agree to accept my offer, and I'll put Reid into your hands. Delivery guaranteed. After that, he's all yours. I don't even care what you do with him.
How do you expect to accomplish this?
Let's have some secrets from each other, shall we?
There's a good chance you wouldn't like the answer. He says, I'll drop Reid off in front of your dairy tomorrow night. As he's preparing to do this, Scanlon wants to send in the cavalry and raid the whole place. Britt says, I have to make sure Mike is safe first.
Welcome, Mr. Reid. I must apologize for this unorthodox way of getting you here.
You won't get away with this.
Oh, yes, I will. The Green Hornet will be blamed for your disappearance. And your paper will drop us off the front page when the police start a new crusade to catch the Green Hornet.
As such plans go, that's a good one. Too bad he doesn't know the rest of the story. They take him in and get ready to tie him and Mike up. Meanwhile, Kato has turned around on the Black Beauty and is headed back to the dairy.
The Green Hornet! He's blasting the place with rockets!
All right, everybody take positions.
Distraction delivered. Dirk determines to be defiant. A recorded message from the car in the Green Hornet's voice says, I'm changing the deal. I want 25% with a down payment of 10 grand right now, or this place becomes a pile of sticks.
Boss? That you, boss? Sorry, Mike. I want you cooled off for this one. Now, Kato, I've set the bomb. They have us locked inside here. Use a rocket on the back door. Check.
They get Mike into the Black Beauty while Dirk heads for the helicopter. He figures he can do a repeat performance of what he did to those gangsters. He's seen what the Green Hornet's car can do. He watched his henchman's bullets bounce right off it, but as he puts it, he's going to show the Green Hornet who he's dealing with.
Hold it! Getting away! Over there!
It also doesn't occur to him that maybe they know he's there. It's not armored on the underside.
Take her down next to the car!
They land and run over to the car to see what condition the Green Hornet is in.
We can cut the smoke now, Kato.
He's in better condition than Dirk and the pilot. In the epilogue, Britt, Casey, Mike, and Scanlon are looking at the latest edition and discussing how curious it was that the Green Hornet was on our side this time. But the main thing is, a huge liquor bootlegging operation has been shut down.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'd like to get the guy that clobbered me. By the way, when we were facing our final moment of truth, you said you were going to give me a raise.
I did? Well, that's funny. I don't remember saying anything like that.
I could have sworn you said it.
People say a lot of things when they think they're about to get murdered.
It was the heat of the moment.
When you get back to your desk, call accounting. Tell them to add another 15% to Mike's check each week.
Right.
Mike is the fall guy in this show, and his personal vendetta against the Green Hornet is a running gag. I get the feeling he's supposed to be a sort of Sergeant Schultz character, fairly inept but likable. So far, I haven't seen much of the likable side. If we stick with the Hogan's Heroes comparison, he's more like Colonel Crittenden. Total bungler who always gets it wrong and is impossibly arrogant and closed-minded about it. I do not find Mike an enjoyable character. When Britt Reid was giving his television speech, Mike sat there like a mannequin, expressionless, even though he was the one who broke the story. We never really see him doing anything nice. I hope we're going to start developing him into a more well-rounded human being, because I can see a lot of potential for him to be the likable bungler. But we sure haven't realized any of that potential so far. Only one thing to do: Keep watching and see if it changes. Until next time.